Okay, so this worksheet is area. You're going to have to reach back to your elementary days or maybe your middle school days and remember that area is length times width. So let's just draw this out. Length times width, okay? Or you can do, it doesn't matter, you can do length times width, doesn't matter, okay? So on this first problem, an 8-inch by 6-inch rectangle, okay, so we're just going to put 8 times 6, is cut along the diagonal to form 2 triangles. What is the area in square inches of each triangle? Okay, here's a little clue. What you want to do, anytime that triangles are made of rectangles, it's going to be an equal basis. So what we have to do is just do 6 times 8. If you don't know how to do that, just use your calculator. 6 times 8 is 48. Excuse me. 48, okay? And then all we have to do is divide it by 2. It's that easy, okay? So it's just 24. If you don't know what 48 divided by 2 is, use your calculator, but 24 is going to be the answer. So that's going to be that's going to be letter J is your answer, okay? So the next one over here, you're going to have a 5-inch by 7-inch photograph was cut to fit exactly into a 4x6 frame. Okay, so we got a 7 by 5 here, but we're cutting it here, and that's going to be a 6 by 4. Okay, what is the area in square inches of the part of the paragraph that was cut off? So we're trying to get all this exterior over here. So what's 5 times 7? 5 times 7 equals 35. And 4 times 6 is 24. Again, use your calculator if you don't know those off the top of your head. But then what we have to do is subtract it because we've got the big and then we want to get it into the smaller and they want to know what we chopped off. So what's 35 minus 24? Again, use your calculator if you don't know it. And that would be 11. So it'd be 5 minus 4 is 1, 3 minus 2 is 1, and the answer is 11. So that's what's getting cut off, okay? Now, the floor plan for an L-shaped storage building is shown below with distances marked in feet. What is the floor area of the building in square feet? Note, walls in this building meet only at right angles, okay. So again, remember, this is number 8 on a test, so this is going to be fairly easy. Don't overthink this, okay? So what I'm going to do is bust it into A and B, okay? So I know that A is going to be 50 times 22, area, length times width, okay? And I'm going to use my calculator for that. And then what I got to figure out is, now we know the long length is 40, and this is 22, so what's 40 minus 22? Let's do the calculator. Minus 22. And make sure you use a calculator so you don't make mistakes. 40 minus 22 equals 18. So we know this little portion is 18. So the B is going to be the 22 times the 18. Okay, so let's do those calculations. 18 times 22 equals 396. And then let's do the 50 times the 22 equals 1100. Okay, we're going to add those two up. Is 1496. Okay, so our answer is J. Okay, and that's how you do that one. Now, going over to here, in the figure below, all segments that meet do so at right angles. What is the area in square units of the shaded region? Okay, so we know the whole thing is 6, and we know the middle one is 2. So we know that these have to be equal. So 6 minus 2 equals 4, and then divide that by 2 equals 2 each. So we know that this is 2 and this is 2. Okay, so 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 6. We know that's 6. Now, this one's 5. This one in the middle is 2. So 5 minus 2 equals 3. And we got to divide that by 2. We're going to get 1.5, aren't we? If you can do it on a calculator, it'll work that way too. So we know this is going to be 1.5 and this is going to be 1.5. Now, what they're asking for is, what is the area in square units of the shaded region? So we got to do 2 times 1.5. 2 times 1.5. If you don't know that in your head, I do. When I work with decimals, I use that as money. So I just say $1.50 times 2. I know how much that is. That's $3. If not, that's fine. Just do 1.5 on the calculator times 2. And that'll equal your 3. Okay, and so that is letter G. Okay, does that make sense? All right, so now, well, we're going down. Let's read the next one. For a math homework assignment, I know a lot of people are intimidated by lots of words, and you don't have to do these, but if you're trying to grab extra words or extra points, you can do this one. For a math homework assignment, Carla found the area and perimeter. So we know area and perimeter, okay? So we know this is an area question. That's why we're going to attack it. Of the room of her house. She reported that the area of her rectangular living room is 180 and the perimeter is 54. Okay. So what are the dimensions of the Carla's room? So we know that all these are going to equal 180 if we multiply them together. Now all we have to do is add two 9s and 2 20s. That would be 18 plus 40. That would be 58. So we know that can't be it. Okay, then we got 10 by 18. That would be 20, and 36. That would be 56. That isn't going to work either. Let's cross that one out. 12 by 15. That would be 24, and 30. That makes 54. Okay, so we add, so it would be 15, 12, 15, and 12, and we know that 12 times the 15 is the 180. We can do that on our calculator. 12 times 15 equals 180, and then if we add them all together, it's going to equal the 54. So we're good. We know it's going to be C. Okay. So this one, the number 1, remember, it goes from easy to hard. So we know this is going to be an easy question. The top surface of a rectangular table has an area of 100 square feet, and the width of it is 5. So if we know the whole thing is going to be 5, all we have to do is the opposite. 100 divided by 5, and if you know your nickels, how many nickels are in a dollar, it would be 20s. But if you don't, you can do a calculator. Divided by 5 equals 20. Okay, so that's how we do that one. Okay, the next one, a company ships notepads in a rectangular box that each have inside dimensions measuring 9 inches long, 9 inches wide, and 12 inches tall. Okay, each notepad is in the shape of a cube with a length of 3 inches. Okay, so this is the top view. We know that this is going to be like this, right? Because it's 9 inches wide by 9 inches. And we know this is 3 by 3, right? So that's how that works. So we know that there's going to be 9 in each stack. But it's 12 inches tall, so we're going to have 4 of these stacks, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 of 9. So we know 4 stacks times the 9 at on each level. So we know this is going to be 9, 9, 9, and 9. 9 times 4 is 36. Okay. Then here's another rectangle question. Okay. The rectangle shown in the figure below is partitioned into 3 triangles, 2 of which are shaded. Okay. So again, it goes back to the half one of the first one that we did. Okay. So what we want to do is don't get confused. Don't get confused by all these cuts. What is the total area in square inches? Anytime a rectangle is cut into triangles, 2 equal parts, which this is unshaded, this is shaded, right? They want to know how much is the shaded region. It always has to be equal. So 8 times 10 is what? 8 times 10 is 80. And what are we going to do? What do we do up here? divide by 2. Divide by 2. Keep it simple, okay? 80 divided by 2 is going to be 40. Remember, the area of this, but any triangle inside a rectangle is always just going to be the area divided by 2. So this answer is going to be J. Okay, so that's all for area. We will see you on the next tutorial.